scientific notation. Now we're going to talk a little bit about multiplying and dividing. And when we look at it a little bit and we think about it, this should hopefully start to make sense. When we multiply and divide, we don't have to have really the same base or the same power of 10 to do so. We can remember, so if we have something like 2 times 10 to the 5th times 3 times 10 squared. These are all being multiplied together, and we can actually put them in any order we want. So we could do 10 to the 5th times 10 squared, 10 to the 5th times 3, 2 times 10 to the 10 squared, and it's all going to come out the same. So what we're going to do, because we want to keep it in scientific notation, we're going to multiply the 2 and the 3, my decimal numbers, first, and then we're going to multiply the powers of 10. So 2 times 3, that just gives me 6, and then we're going to keep it in scientific notation, 10 to the 5th times 10 squared. And if you remember your properties of exponents, 10 to the 5th times 10 squared, it's the same base, different exponents, so that's going to be 10 to the 7th. You just add your exponents. So 6 times 10 to the 7th would be the answer to that one. Okay, division, same idea. If we have something like 2 times 10 to the 5th divided by 3 times 10 squared, we can divide in whatever order we want as well. It doesn't matter. But again, we're trying to keep our exponents and things in the same spot. So let's go ahead and divide our exponents first. So we have 10 to the 5th divided by 10 to the 2nd power. Well, remember, just like multiplication, we added our exponents. With division, we subtract the denominator's exponent from the numerator's exponent. So this is going to be the same thing as 10 to the 5th minus 2, which is 10 to the 3rd power. Okay, so it's going to be something times 10 to the 3rd power. And then we have 2 divided by 3, and this is a little bit, this was probably a poor choice of fractions, but 2 divided by 3, that is a fraction. It's actually 0.6 repeating. But we're going to go ahead and turn this into a scientific notation. Remember, so we have 0.6 repeating times 10 to the 3rd power. But this is not between 1 and 9. We need the decimal place to move over 1. So if we move the decimal place over 1 to the right, we need to subtract 1 from our power. So this is going to be the same thing as 6.6 repeating times 10 to the 2nd power. And we would probably just round this to 6.7 or 6.67 times 10 to the 2nd power. But we'll just leave it like this for now. And that's really all there is to division. You can divide the powers and then divide the numbers. Okay, so we'll do one more example of this. I'm going to go ahead and, well, I'll do that in the next video actually.